Assalamu alaikum my beautiful people, mambo vipi? Kwa majina naitwa RAHMA Nawiry Ahmed na karibuni sana kwa my YouTube channel. On today's video, oh my god, mumeniuliza naitika. I did a video and I did not mention the public hospital that I went to where I delivered my babies, okay? Are you ready? Twende nalo. So yes, sijui tunaanzia wapi? Nianze popote? Okay. On my arrival kwa hii hospitali, I think let me be honest with you guys, it was my second time there because nilienda huko I think a year before or 2 years before niende kujifungua hiyo time niliwaambia my last baby, right? And let me tell you, I was so shocked. Hiyo siku nikasema maybe tu ni leo, you know? And I forgot about it because I just forgot about it. And then so now when my time came, sikuwa nimejipanga kwenda hiyo hospitali, sikuwa nimejipanga kabisa, you know? And let me tell you, that's what having a preterm baby does to you. Preterm delivery, guy, my goodness, it's difficult. It is not easy. But you know what, we say alhamdulillah when, you know, umepata mtoto na umepata mtoto ako na afya nzuri, you know, hajafa, hakuwa stillbirth. We just say alhamdulillah, but the journey was not easy. It was very tough. And being in this hospital, for me, ndo nilikuwa nawaeleza, sikuwa nimejipanga kwenda kwa hospitali, and I chose this hospital and I was like, maybe Allah wants to show me something. Maybe, you know, you never know that you can have the money and your money will not help you. And also kulikuwa na ile fear, you can go to a private hospital and something can happen. Unajua saa zingine unakuaga unajiambia private hospital, they're all about money, they're so money minded. And pali nilikuwa hapo. And plus, you know, having a bitter pregnancy also does something to you, you know. And my man did not want that hospital. Nakumbuka hakuwa my favorite person. So ile hataki ndo mimi nataka. I remember us sitting in our car, akiniambia please, like, let's go to this other. I'm like, no, hapana. But let me tell you, when we got to the gates of the hospital, nilikuwa like, hapana, I don't think I'm ready. Akaniambia tushafika. And since this is where you really wanted to go, because nilikuwa nimepatiwa options ya hii hospitali tatu, I mentioned in my previous videos, in my previous video, and yeah, here we were, you know. And ndo nilifika hospitali nikibleed a lot. I was bleeding, heavily bleeding, and for someone who is mtu wa flow kidogo, hiyo damu ilikuwa inashtua. And at that time I didn't care. I just wanted the baby to be fine and I wanted to be okay. I wanted the pregnancy to end. Nilikuwa nimefika hapo. I wanted to get it over and done with. I'm being raw and I'm being honest. Hiyo siku kwa hiyo hospitali, vile nilifika kwa hiyo hospitali, I could see my man and my sister panicking, and they were just there. I don't know what they were seeing. We had this conversation with my mfalme some time ago and he was walking me through that. And me, nilikuwa tu like, can we just go through the scan? Ni scan wanataka. You know, there's a procedure ukifika hospitali. And yeah, nilifika hospitali, I met this nurse and she was like, why are you here? You have a cover, you can go to... Nikambia, no, me, I want to be here. I've been told you guys are the best and that's why I'm here. And when I told her that, let me tell you, kulikuwa na strike ya madaktari, and she told me, you know what? Kaa pale uchukuliwe vitals. We are not taking people, we're just taking emergency cases. And alhamdulillah, nikifika, you know, una bleed, like wherever you're going is just blood everywhere. And yeah, they took my vitals, they checked my cervix, and my cervix was open. So nikajua leo ni leo naza. At that time I knew my baby alikuwa na weight kidogo, but sikujua kwa na weight kidogo sana. So mimi nilikuwa like, thank God the journey is over. Guy, can you imagine hizi miezi zingine zote naziachia hivyo tu, napata mtoto naenda naye home. Little did I know. So tukienda kwa scan, they have to check like why you're bleeding. They have to know the root cause, and you know what, it was placenta previa, and if my cervix is open, you know the risks. So it was an emergency CS. And let me tell you, this is why I tell you this hospital wowed me. Hey, I got a very good doctor. I like, the nini was rude. The guy mwenye alikuwa ananiingiza kwa theater was like, oh my God, why are you here? I mean, I didn't even know why I was there. I don't know. And he was like, you don't even know? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just here to have my baby. And you know, this is not a private hospital. Private hospitals wako na patients. Public hospitals wako like, can you just get in? We finish, you go, you know? Alafu, I don't know. I don't think they knew me from TV. I don't think so. Sidani, but the surgeon was like, I know you from somewhere. And I didn't want him to, you know, like, ajue amenionea wapi, because unanifanyia surgery, you're seeing me naked and you know me. I don't want that. Niko na haya sana. So I was like, you cannot see me like this and you know me, you know. And I can't remember the name of that surgeon. I wish ningemhifadhi, ningejua jina yake, because let me tell you, I know Allah did magic on me, but his CS was top notch. Yeah. And why I'm saying this is because I had a previous scar. Like, I went through something, so I had a CS scar. Okay. And that time was bad. It was so painful. I could cry, like I could not even turn. It was ugly. So nikikwambia huyu alifanya vizuri na Mungu alimshikilia, it was so good. And he was so nice. And unajua mtu mtaratibu, mtu mwenye, for a minute I'm like, am I in which hospital now? Is this the hospital that people talk about? I was so shocked. Like, this surgeon was so good. I wish nijue jina yake. I'm praying one day nikutane naye, because I believe there's also this guy now that I normally see in a very, very posh place in Kilimani, and I met him in that hospital as well. So you can imagine, like, very, very big gynas wanakuja in that hospital. So I was like, oh my God, this is nice, you know. So nikafanyiwa surgery yangu fiti, and because nilikuwa nime lose a lot of blood, we went through a blood transfusion. It was an majamani kutetemeka nayo. And after that nilikuwa naogopa, because the other hospital that I did the other CS, the walking bit wasn't easy. Kutembea ilikuwa ngumu. Now, you know, you have to walk. And sasa nilikuwa najiuliza, like, if that was evil, what about this time? Yeah. And now I have a baby that I need to, you know, take care of. And let me tell you, so nimefika hospitali, nimefanywa CS, and I don't know if I blacked out or what happened. May I feel like I died, and then I woke up again, and I was like, where's my baby? And they showed me the baby, and I was like, oh my God, beautiful. And God was great. Niko fiti. Sawa. So tukaendelea, nikaenda kwa ward. Nikifika kwa ward, I was mind blown, because mimi nilikuwa na expect the worst. And God shocked me. The ward was beautiful. They gave me a very beautiful place to sleep. The bed was comfortable. I'm like, now, where am I? And yeah, I remember when I got there, I was like, everything was just, I think nilikuwa na process vitu, like, this is the first time niko kwa hospitali, sina mtoto kwa kitanda. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you sign a form ya kusema unawapatia rights ya kupeleka mtoto kwa nursery, NBU. And yeah, niko kwa kitanda peke yangu, niko kwa kitanda bila mtoto. And can we talk about, like, ladies who've gone through preterm labor? My God, babe, ni ngumu sana. Yeah, uko hapo kwa kitanda unafikiria, like, is everything okay? Is the baby fine? Ako weight gani? Because ile weight ako kwa scan akizaliwa inaweza kuwa imepungua zaidi. So I was so worried. Alafu coming from a place where we've lost a preemie baby before, not me personally, but in my family we've lost my niece akiwa preemie. So you could, like, the things on my head, at that time zilikuwa ni nyingi, alafu sikuwa na hiyo wisdom na hiyo nini ya kuachia Mungu. At that time sikuwa nimeachia Mungu. I promise you, I won't lie to you, nilikuwa tu niko worried sana. But I remember making my first phone call to mfalme and I told him, you know what, nimetoka and like I don't know kama mtoto ako poa, I don't know, but I just told him like I'm from the whatever and everything is okay. And yeah, do I remember what happened the next morning? I don't, but I remember going to see my baby. I don't know, I'll ask for permission. Should I show you guys? You guys will cry. You guys will cry. Oh my God, such a tiny little human. All right? Mdogo sana. Sijaiona mtoto mdogo hivyo. Alafu nikifikiria mtoto wangu ni mdogo. Oh my God, let me turn to this other side and I see another one toshanaing like this. I'm like, why? Mungu wangu, you want to show me like uku watoto ni hivi? Yeah. Oh my God. Alafu si kitu nilikuwa nimeresearch. Mimi ni mtu mwenye napenda kukua mbele. Sikuwa nimeresearch about preemie babies na nothing. Sikuwa najua what I'm getting myself into. Mimi nilikuwa nimesema I'm here to learn and I'm here to, you know, appreciate. And, you know, I'll be here for 3 days, at most 1 week. And then, you know, mtoto atakuwa kwa sawa, tutaenda home. Kawaida ukikuwa CS, 3 weeks, 1 week, you go home. That is what I thought. I was in that hospital for 2 days before mwezi ishe. No, nilitoka. Yeah, 2 days before mtoto mwezi ishe. And let me tell you, the journey there, ilikuwa, the reason as to why I'm talking about this right now is the babies are going to turn 1 in a few weeks. Yes. So nikiwaangalia hivi, I'm like, the journey hasn't been easy. Raising 2 preemie babies is not easy. Hiyo nitawaambia for a fact. Like, kule tumetoka ni mbali. Na last year, if you remember, a time like this, it was raining heavily. Kulikuwa na floods. Yeah. And this hospital I'm talking about, for me, I will always say the best things about this hospital because I've seen their work. What people say outside and what I witnessed hazikuwa zinaambatana, you know. And cha kwanza kilichonimaliza na kikanivutia kabisa na hospitali ni usafi. You know, mimi ni mtu niko na wiswis, niko na roho nyepesi. I cannot enter a toilet yenye ni chafu. Oh my God, I can't. So vile nilitoka kujifungua, I remember nilikuwa najiuliza, so now when I want to go pee, like, how is it going to be? And when I went to the washroom, guy, you can sit and eat. It was that clean. They were washing the entire ward after, I think, 1 hour, if not 30 minutes. Yeah. Inaoshwa proper. Mi hata sidhani nimekuwa kwa hospitali private yenye ni like kuna usafi to that level. Unajua kuna usafi alafu kuna usafi. Like you would never think you're in a public hospital. It was top notch. Yeah. And nikienda kwa choo nilikuwa wowed. It's like, wow, this is nice. Then I think my stay here is not going to be as bad as nilikuwa nimefikiria. Like nilikuwa najua itakuwa ni story nitakuja niongelea hapa, like, oh my God, I struggled, no. Uongo mbaya. It was so clean. Alafu the ladies there. So unajua sasa nasema kulikuwa na strike, so they were saving the people who wanachukuliwa kwa hospitali. So kama your situation si critical, enda hospitali ingine. That's what they were telling people. So tulikuwa, as much as tulikuwa watu wengi, watu walikuwa ni watu wako na nidhamu, right? And yeah, so nimeenda kwa this NBU, I'm seeing my baby there, ako fiti. Yeah. And yeah, the journey started there. Nikifikiria natoka hosi in 3 days, haikufika hapo in 3 days. Preemie wako na mambo mengi sana. Mi nilikuwa najua nitaambua toa nyonyo, pia mtoto nyonyo, right? Hakuna cha kupea mtoto nyonyo. Ni, you know, pump your milk into a cup. They put it in a tube. The baby anakuwa fed in a tube. That was something I've never seen. Maybe on screen, but sikuwa ifikiria nita experience. And yeah, kuna challenges za first time moms and other people. Wenye labda mko kama mimi sikukuwa na maziwa. And this is why I'm telling you, this hospital really wowed me. They had a milk bank. I know people were like, oh my God, why would you take another woman's milk? I did, to save my baby. I did. because mtoto akiwa hivyo mdogo sana, they don't advise formula. So the nurse really looked at me and I was really struggling. Feeding hours in that hospital was, let me just take you through it, yeah? Munaenda, after every 2 hours you go feed the baby. After every 2 hours. So ilikuwa kama mnaenda 9, 10, 11, 12 mnaenda tena. Yeah? 12, tena mnaenda after every 2 hours like that. Yeah? Silikuwa hivyo. After every 2 hours you go feed the baby. And let me tell you, I went there and I saw so many ladies. I was so shocked. Like, watu wengi hivi wanajifungua watoto wadogo. I wasn't even prepared for that. And yeah, so nikijaribu kupress, nothing is coming out. Because number one, when I'm pregnant, I don't eat. And let me tell you, when that day that happened, from my previous video, I spoke about it. I was at my mother-in-law's place. She didn't know I was pregnant. People didn't know that I was pregnant. And that's when she knew. That's when she found out, like, oh my God, you're expecting Allah? Yes. So, yeah. So, nimefika, sikuwa nimekula. Thank God. Because ningekuwa nimekula, singeweza kufanyiwa CS. They say that. So, sikuwa nimekula, niko weak. So, there's nothing coming out. And me, pregnancy zangu sikulagi. Haiko inakamna. I think the nurses were like, they've seen me struggle and they offered me the maziwa. Thank God. It was such a lifesaver. Because mtoto nae, unajua asipopata chakula, anakonda in, I don't know. It's heartbreaking. Nilimwangalia hivi nashtuka. Akihema, you can clearly count the ribs. It was that bad. But let me tell you, God gives you grace. God gives you nini you don't see. Ati ako vibaya. Uko like, oh my God, he's breathing, you know. And, you know, seeing other people with babies who are struggling, ni wadogo zaidi, and bado wako na nguvu, wanawapatia maziwa, like people are waking up early, you know, you can't sleep. So in this hospital, for the people who are with me, you knew, you saw me, I never slept. Lord have mercy. I think the time nililala ni like, I think the last week before nilikuwa discharged, that's when nilikuwa nalala the last time, hiyo ya mwisho, feeding ya mwisho, tukitoka saa 9, saa 10, tukitoka saa 10 na sinzia mpaka 5:30, 15 minutes to 6 naenda. I think that's the time nililala. So you can imagine, you never knew like mguu yako inaweza fura. You get, your feet are so swollen, you can't even walk. There's AC also in that room for reasons that I don't know. So nika get baridi. Yeah. Hey, unaambiwa you don't go feed the baby. You're like, who is going to feed this baby? So you have to struggle and go feed the child. And through this journey, I am really grateful. I told my mom that forever and ever I'm going to speak so highly of this hospital. Why? I learned so much. They taught me so many things that I never knew were humanly possible. Like, nasema thank God I didn't go to a private hospital, because I'll take you there. Why am I saying that? I'm so grateful that I didn't go to a private hospital. After I got discharged, yeah, my son got very sick from a vaccine. He reacted from a vaccine. The girl was fine. They all went for the vaccine, but the girl was okay. The boy now, the vaccine ilimlemea. He almost lost his life, yeah? And we took him to that hospital because tumeka nje for a week, they can't take him. So they were like, we can recommend you go to this hospital. We're like, no, let's just take him to a different private hospital. And we went to this hospital and they had an NBU. And let me tell you, I could see how that lady who had the baby was so clueless. You know, when they're taking care of your baby, you don't know what is happening there. You know, it's one thing when you're there present, because ukienda kwa nyumba, who is going to spoon feed you? So what I learned from this hospital is they're teaching you their ways on how to care for this baby when you're at home alone. Yeah. And I also realized that having, like, ukikuwa pale, unasoma vitu vingi sana. You be grateful for the small things, because let me tell you, hakuna kitu. We were just laughing the other day with our friends. We were remembering, like, nikiwa hospitali, how the weight was stressing me. It would make me cry. Like, you know, tunapimishwa watoto weight. Kuna siku za weight. I think ilikuwa Wednesdays na Friday, yeah? And if your baby amefikisha weight ya 1.7, your baby goes home, right? And if you have twins, moja ako na 1.7 ama 2, na mwingine ako na 1, you're not going. He or she has to wait for this other one to catch up. All right, so atachill tu hapo akingojea. So I remember this baby stressing me. So alikuwa na 1.4, but because of not eating and me not having maziwa, and before I got the maziwa, alishuka. I think alishuka hata akakuwa below 1. Alishuka, alikuwa vibaya. So getting him to 1, so mimi nilikuwa na count 1.4, amezaliwa na 1.4. By the time nakaa hapa in a week's time, amefika maybe 1. Unaona hesabu zangu na za Mungu hazikuwa zinaendana. So nimekaa hosi 2 weeks. Mtoto wangu hajaipimwa because I don't know, I don't talk to people, right? I'm like, I don't know. Me, I'm like that. I just don't talk to people. So siongei na mtu, sijui what is happening. Yeah? And this ward that I'm in is a very critical ward and I don't even know. Yeah? It's for the wale watoto wenye bado wako critical. Na mimi nako like, my baby is doing fine. Si mimi naona watu wanatoka hapa na watoto wenye wako 1.6 wanaenda the other room, wanakaa after like few days wanakuwa discharged. So mimi najua I'm almost going home. And let me tell you, my baby was 1.4 after 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks nishachoka kukaa hosi. And let me tell you, I am so grateful for a very, very supportive husband, a loving, caring man who will move the moon and the sun for me. Yeah, I'm so grateful. May Allah protect him always. And I'm so grateful for amazing brothers. They were there with me through it all, And let me tell you, that's why I was talking about baggages of pregnancy in my previous video. I had baggages with my man, you see? And if I had it in me to communicate with him when I was pregnant, maybe, okay, let's not say maybe we are Muslims. Ningekuwa na contractions, ningekuwa namwambia. That's why unaona saizi I am telling women, like, communicate with the people you're living with. Talk to your man, Like, when I get contractions because you're mad at someone, you're like, I'm not going to tell you. And it's, it can cost you your life. So I had my baggages and I didn't even, like, I could not stand him. And I thought maybe nimeza, it's going to be easy. It wasn't. And he was really struggling to come and see me on a daily. Even on times when see visiting hours, he would pay, to get his way inside the hospital and come and see me. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, at that time, if you tell me like he's doing it all, I was like, but really? Yeah, I don't want to see you. But looking back, I'm like, I'm so grateful for my brothers who came every day. Some people were like, tunakuja kufanya nini na hauna mtoto? Yes, people can, yes. Some of the comments I would hear like, hauna mtoto. So tukuona haja, Yeah, and it's fine. The people who saw the haja and who knew what I was going through were there. My mom came there to a point I told her, you know what? Usikuje. Yes, that's how bad things were. I didn't want people. I chased my hubby so many times. I told him, don't come. I'll eat food ya hosi. Na mimi sipendi food ya hosi. He would bring me food every day. Namwambia usikuje. And he's like, you know what, I'll come. Don't bring me dinner. He would bring me dinner. I didn't want to see people. And then these brothers of mine, I'm telling you guys, oh my God, they would make me laugh. They would make me laugh. I'd talk about weight ya mtoto wangu haipandi. And I'd feel like, no, when they leave, I'd be like, please go with me. Don't leave me in this hospital. I don't want to stay here. Take me with you. And then my son would call me, be like, Mommy, because when I left the house, I didn't say bye. Me, I knew I'm going and coming back after 3 days, Yeah. Do you April, yeah? Nimeenda. And after a few days, narudi. Nimekaa hosi 2 weeks. He's not understanding. Like, why am I not seeing my mom? Mom, we miss you. Come back home. Yeah. So many things were left unattended. And I'm like, I want to go home now. Yeah. Nimechoka. Seeing other women going through loss. I'm like, I don't know. This is too much for me. Can you just talk to them? We get our baby, we go home. Kumbe that time I'm saying, can you talk to them? We get our baby, we go home. My baby was not fine. Yeah. Bado alikuwa anaekewa nini. Hizo nini. There's something wanaekewa kwa bum ya kuwasaidia na apnea. And then that's when I saw I realized my son has apnea. We had another nice lady. Vero, hi. Tulikuwa tuna share incubator. Yeah. There are people are sharing incubators. Oh my God, it's nice. Unafikiria ni shida? si shida, ni mapenzi. Yeah, incubator kuna watoto kama 5. It's nice because they are close to each other. So kwa incubator yangu nilikuwa na mtu wa Vero. Yes. And another nice lady called Njoki. So so tulikuwa tunakaa hapo kwa incubator na angalia tu mtoto, niko like, God, situende. So anaekewa. So Vero was like, mtoto unaona kaa na hema, niko like, mimi nimeona hemi, but then anahema tena. So kuna siku alifika akaniambia nimekuta hemi, nimemshake akahema. We told the doctors, wakatuambia it's okay. That's why we are giving them the ear meds. Yeah, and things like that. So let me tell you one thing about kukua kwa NBU, newborn unit. There's nothing as, unajua milestone ya premature baby wenye ni ngumu kuona. It is so hard, so difficult to see milestone ya a premature baby. Mimi nawaambia 1.4, nilizaa mtoto na 1.4 na bado in 2 weeks ako na 1.4, na mimi nataka afike 1.7, 1.8 niende home. When am I reaching there? Tell me, how am I going to sleep? Yeah, I have babies at home who wants mommy back home. Haya, sindo mimi 1.4, right? Na angalia wengine wanapea watoto na kikombe, mi bado niko kwa tube. So I would be like, God, I am not even looking at 1.7. Mtoto akifika 1.6 kgs anapewa kikombe. I just wanted that cup. I wanted that. Please nipeeni kikombe. Hata mimi nataka nikienda nimpe na kikombe. No, sote tuko tuna nini na kikombe, those nice nini za watoto. But kufeed anafidiwa na tube through the nose ama through the whatever. I don't know hospital yenye natumia which njia. Saa zingine angekewa kwa nose, saa zingine angekewa kwa mdomo. Kwa mdomo wanatoa mara nyingi. So kwa nose ilikuwa ni rahisi. Na pia kwa nose akiwekwa vibaya, they die. Oopsie, yes. So unaona uzuri kwenda hospitali. I learned so much. Haya, mtoto asipobap anaweza choke on that vomit. See? Full-term babies, no stress. Full-term babies, no stress. Umelala tunalala. You know, I don't know kama kuna wenye wako na hiyo stress ya mtoto sijui, but from my experience, I swear nimekuwa just, I don't want to say reckless, but I was just a carefree mom. Like, tunalala, tunanyonya, you know, with the preemie. Hapana, sikudanganye, aufungi macho. So kuna siku nilienda hosi. Let me just take you guys in this now public hospital that I went to. So yeah, they teach you so many things. You have to bap the baby. You just have to bap the baby. Yeah. Alafu uko around watu wenye una notice kuna watu wana go through depression. Una notice kuna watu wenye the cries of the babies now are disturbed. Kuna watu ni first time moms na wamepata preemie. At least ulikuwa nani. Acha nikwambie kuna kitu ngumu kama siku ya kwanza uambie bebe premature baby anatoshana hivi. Haujui uanzie wapi? Haujui uanzie wapi? Na unajua public hospital hawakufugi. Unambeba, utambua mbebe. Put your hands, they don't do it for you. Ingiza mkono hapa, ingiza, akikufanyia na watoto wote nani ataatendia? So you just learn how to pick your baby. Haya, put your baby here. This is where the baby stays. All right, after feeding the baby, that's why we have 2 hours, right? For feeding and for putting the baby here. Kangaroo. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, the other name I've forgotten. So you put the baby here. Unampatia joto yako. Hiyo inasaidia mtoto kukua. Yeah, so unakuta kuna watu ambao pia, you know, being depressed, you're like, this baby has cried a lot, I want to sleep. You don't take much time with the baby. Kwa kangaroo, the baby takes longer, you know, because your joto yako ndo inamsaidia. Yeah, so like, you know, unabeba mtoto, you're like, oh my God, this is so nice. From a point where he was just here to here to now you feel the toes here, you're like, wow, this is so nice. Okay, he stayed here for long. He stayed here for long. Juu kakichwa kake kalikuwa kanatoshana hapa. Oh my God. Allah ametutoa mbali, right? If you're in it right now, it's gonna get beautiful. Yeah? Seeing milestones, a premature baby, people are gonna be like, oh my God, how old is this baby? Even with a girl, people would be like, ako 3 weeks. No, ako 6 months. Thank you. This other one, kakodogo. Things are different. Unajua, nywele imei. We are one, nywele imei. One, hawana meno. Yes, kuna premature babies. I don't know. Kuna wale wenye, kuna another one mwenye aliniambia wake alianza akiwa na 11 months because we talk. Most of the ladies wenye tulikuwa hosi pamoja tunaongea. So ko like, how is your baby doing? Mine ametoa meno. Ko like, no. So for me, the girl sat, stood, and after like few weeks walked. Okay? Right. The boy now did not sit down. He crawled. Yes, I forgot. Huyu mwingine naye alikataa kucrawl. She didn't crawl as much. The boy crawled without sitting. Tell me how. I've never seen such a thing. I swear ilikuwa inanishoka. Alafu alikuwa na crawl kama ana hop kama frog. I'm like, what is this? Hakuna mtu sikuwa naambia. And yeah, so ali crawl bado hajatembea kabisa, but anasimama na vitu. Do you even see? Milestones zao ni tofauti. So unaweza kuta wangu anafanya hii, aya unakuta kuna mtoto mwenye amezaliwa full term, you go to the clinic, you start comparing. Don't. Joto ukienda clinic wanajua kama umechange hosi, wanajua this is a preemie baby, you know. Nini yake ni tofauti, you know. Wako on supplements. Tunapewa supplements hosi za kuwasaidia because there are some things wana lack from the tummy. For my baby, the reason as to why I'm telling you I was so worried was I did not get the shot for the lungs. I wasn't telling my man that siko vizuri. And the day we went to the hospital and I had contractions, nikamwambia, I was to be given, and the hospital kept on calling me. It was a very, very good private hospital. They kept calling me, telling me to go back because the contractions were still on, and they were checking up on me like, is everything fine? I'm like, I can still feel it. Like, please come back. And I did not. You see, hakuna haja ya kukuwa superhuman. You have contractions, go. Let them know you. It is fine. Yeah? And ningeget, but I didn't get. And I got siku mbili zikifatana. Iyo siku ya kwanza when my water broke, and the second day when I started bleeding. So nilidungwa na nikaenda CS. So I was really praying to God that yeye ndo amsimamishe, afanye aheme. Alright? Sijui kama tuko pamoja. So, going to that public hospital, I learned so much. I got to a point I got tired. And I remember telling my man, I'm tired. I want to go to a private hospital now. Now, ile hospitali unataka. Mtoto sasa ni mkubwa, let's go. And let me tell you why these people are so good. I remember sitting them down and telling them like, Apana, me, I'm tired. I want to go to a different hospital. Why do you want to go to a different hospital? Apana, mi sitaki. Because they had told me like, because mi nisha heal, na ni mtoto amebakisha, they moved me to a kangaroo room. Na mi niko comfortable kwa ward. Unajua kangaroo ni a sensitive place because now uko na mtoto wako full time, which is good, but you know, and that room wasn't nice. It had a situation that I can't talk about right now, but they took care of the situation and I still didn't join it because by the time they took care of the situation, my baby had really grown. And through that, there was a nurse who was like so mad and ananiambia, oh my God, why would you not go to this room because of that situation? Don't you care for your baby? Kuna watu hapo. I'm like, it's fine. Wao wanaweza kuwa hapo, mimi hapana. Mimi hapana. Hiyo situation mimi naiogopa. And they were like, what if we take care of the situation? I'm like, if you take care of the situation, I'll stay. I'm here for the baby. I'm not here for a vacation. Unajua? And they were like, you know what? You're going to stay here for 3 months. Your baby is 1 point what? Your baby is like 1.4 kg. You're going to stay here for 2 months before. And you'll see these other people from the kangaroo room leaving you here. It's like alinipea moto. Kambia Mungu, we are here together. She's going to see me leave. So, most people, after I said like, sitaingia, watu wengi hawakuingia. And after they took care of the situation, I spoke to people. I was like, no, this is nice. Na watu wakaingia. But mimi sikuingia because mtoto wangu ashapita 1.6. Napea mtoto na maziwa na kikombe. No progress. What am I going to do there? Yeah? So nimbakisha kilo moja. 1.725 anaenda home. Na pale si nimekwambia, nilijaribu kuwakalisha chini, nikamwambia now I'm ready to go to be transferred to a private hospital, and they were like, they really spoke to me and I said, yeah. Ingekuwa hospital nyingine wangekuchukua tu na mtoto wako. They were like, yeah. So kuna point sijawaambia. So I got transferred into a different room, and your room never rush a process. I was trying to rush a process. My baby sinawambia hata alikuwa hajafika 1.4 vizuri. And I took him to a room that didn't have an incubator. Because daktari alikuja, akaona na nini vizuri. I think instead of writing room 3, aliandika room 8. Room 8 ukifika, you know you're going home. Yeah? So mimi niliona nimepelekwa room 8, nikajua I'm going home. I could not wait. I texted my man. I called him. I'm like, guy, nimepelekwa room 8. I'm almost coming home. Guy, kumbe, that very same night, my baby, you know, he's 1.4. If not chini ya 1.4. Baridi kumramba. Daktari wakienda rounds wakakuta like his temperature imeshuka kabisa. So mimi nikifika niko like, oh my god, mtoto wangu yuko hapo. Ndo daktari akanielezea, akaniambia, we found him so cold and we've moved him to this room. I'm like, thank you very much. That is where I'll go. And that's when I nilikubali. I stopped rushing everything. I was like, if this is where you want me to be, this is where I'm going to stay. And in that room that I was so scared of, I met amazing ladies. And for some reason, when I went there, nilisahau shida zangu. You look at your baby, you raise your baby together. You know, people look out for you. People look out for your baby. Kukona some, you know, sisterhood. People you've never known. You meet kwa hospitali. Unapata mnajaliana, which was so beautiful. You know, in this hospital, I met an amazing nurse. She was a mom to so many. Yeah. I met so many amazing nurse. Like, ushaona wapi nurse anapigia mtu kwa ward, njoo unyonyeshe mtoto? Like, nilikuwa naona wakiwa so caring. Like, the things that we hear outside and what I witnessed in this hospital was something like, si jawai amini. Mpaka wa leo, I was like, nikitoka sitaki kurudi because of the trauma. Kukaa hospitali sana, unakaa ni kama mfungwa. Tuko tunajiita prisoners. Sijaifikiria unaona prison break. Nishafikiria kuhepo hosi. I swear, can I tell you now, nishafikiria. And actually we sat in that cube of ours and we talked about it and we were like, we know when the security guards are sleepy because kunanyesha. And yeah, nimewambia kunanyesha, and where we are breastfeeding our babies, it's far. Kuna lift, I never used the lift. Ask me why, I don't know. I think nilikuwa najiambia nikitembea I'm going to heal haraka. So unatembea from the ward to the NBU, which is very far, na mvua inanyesha. Sawa? I think that was the most craziest thing. What they can do to better that hospital is maybe wapate ward enye wamama wanaweza kaa na watoto. I don't know if it's possible, but if they can get a wing enye ikuwe ni wing ya wazazi wenye wamepata premature babies na wale wenye wako na shida, because also kuna wazazi wenye wameza watoto wakubwa, overweight kids wenye wako na shida ya roho, wako na shida ya so many things. Yeah. So I am so grateful for Pumwani maternity. It was such a beautiful moment. For like the memories I have of that hospital, only God knows. The nurses, the food, the uji and the drinking chocolate. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. The staff, wale wote ambao walikuwa wanaosha, wanahakikisha usafi iko on point. You know, watoto wetu wanaangaliwa. Like, I am so grateful for the milk bank. I am so grateful that Allah got me to that hospital for me to witness that. It is a public hospital, but I got my peace of mind and I had a very, very healthy baby. And when I rushed my baby after getting a reaction from the vaccine, of which they don't allow kids after umedischargiwa, they really took care of my baby and they did a first aid on him. And when I took my baby to the private hospital, I realized the importance and why God took me there. Because right now, even the incident of me seeing my son not breathing and his lips blue and his tongue blue, my mom could not see, my sisters could not see, my husband could not see. I remember telling them that this baby is pale, and they were like, he's light-skinned. I'm like, look at his tongue. They were like, that's his color. I'm like, no, look at his. And I remember my sister Zainab telling me, Rashe, if you feel like the baby is not okay, take him to the hospital, you know. If you feel like, if your mommy instinct is telling you, and let me tell you, mimi kwa people please, I swear I went home because they told me the baby is fine. We went home, and when we got home, we were like, we are losing this baby. So from where we live to where the hospital is far. I've never seen my hubby drive a big car enye haina nguvu a Voxy kama Subaru. He drove so fast and it felt like ana drive pole pole. He's never told me like, babe, read the Quran. I'm like, hon, I can't. Read for the baby. I'm like, recite for the baby. I'm like, I cannot. Like, I couldn't. Mpaka akaniambia nao basi asha. Nikaasha Quran kwa simu. I'm putting the Quran for the baby. And Allah held us. Yeah, Allah held us because they resuscitated the baby. And we knew the baby is normal. And God held us. Yeah. Yes, so this is just to tell you, kwenye unazaa, it doesn't matter. Yeah? Kuna point watu walikuanga, my hubby would tell me where, I forgot, wear a mask, people know you. But you know what? I don't care. Me, I told him I know why I'm here. And my money, I got it. Yes. Yeah, that's the beauty. Like, kukua pale ilionyesha watu wengi, like kuna wale walikuwa wanaogopa kuniongelesha, like wananijua kutoka kwa TV, but later on people are like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here with us, you know. I think nurses are nice to you because you're on TV. No, they weren't, you know. Maybe they were, but not all of them. Kuna wale hata wana time ya kuangalia TV, wako kwa hospitali throughout, you know. But yeah, Pumwani Maternity, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I'm yet to hear stories of different public hospitals that umeenda ukakuwa shocked, ukakuwa wowed, you know. For me, that is Pumwani. Yeah. And yeah, if you want to experience it, just go. It's nice and you're going to love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. For more videos, share, like, subscribe. Bye bye.